Well, conversations about melanoma and skin checks can often be quite nerve-wracking and confronting for some people. Beard Season is a non-profit charity focusing on the early detection of melanoma, one of the world's deadliest cancers. It encourages men to grow their beards as a conversation starter to promote skin checks and raise funding for free community skin checks. Joining me live now is Beard Season CEO Jimmy Niggles. I love this idea. It's so incredible. Thank you for your time today.
Absolute pleasure.
Beards and skin checks, where did this idea come from?
Well, basically, yeah, we lost one of our best mates and we discovered that the most at risk from melanoma, surprisingly, are young people. It's the biggest cancer killer of young people, and the majority of them are men. And blokes think they're bulletproof and don't go to a doctor for anything, let alone a sus-looking spot. So we came up with this random idea. It was a bit of a joke, and every winter we decided to grow our beards and use them as a conversation starter, tell people to get a skin check.
You've got a brand new video.
Yes.
Voiced by the acclaimed actor Hugo Weaving, one of my favourites. We'll share a little bit with everyone at home so they can sort of have a look to see how this all started, I guess.
Yeah, awesome.
This is the story of Beard Season, as read by Hugo Weaving's Beard. Beard Season started back in 2010, when a bloke called Wes Bonney was killed by a sus-looking spot on his neck, which he hadn't realised was bad until it was too late. At Wes's wake, around a table full of schooners, his mates realised no one was encouraging people to get skin checks. So they came up with a random idea: to grow their beards for winter and use them as life-saving conversation starters, encouraging as many people as they could to get regular skin checks with their GP or dermatologist.
It's so incredible to see that, because as you mentioned, blokes do often feel bulletproof, and living in this sunburnt country, it's something that's just so important that we are on top of.
Yeah, it's just a huge reality of living here, and I think 2 out of 3 Aussies will get some form of skin cancer. It's just a reality now, and out of all the cancers, melanoma is one of the most successful to treat if it's found early. So if everyone's watching gets a skin check because of this thing and watching this, then that's a big win. But,
so run me through the beard. What's going on there? You've got to raise $1 million, is that right?
Yeah, so I've had this ever since our first beard season,
okay.
9 years ago now, and I've kind of been on this mission to make it one of the most valuable and most famous beards in the world, and I've done everything. I've done the World Beard Championships. The only time it's been trimmed was by Sir Richard Branson, which we made into a paintbrush, and I've basically been on a mission to imbue as much value as I can into this, and the idea is to raise $1 million, and the highest bidder and the highest contributor to our $1 million tally gets to take this thing off in one piece.
What an accomplishment.
As a trophy so that they can... yeah.
I love that Sir Richard Branson was only allowed to trim it. Now, you've had a few celebrities sign up and sort of follow the cause. Chris Hemsworth is another one. Yeah,
he did an incredible thing for us the other day to 25 million of his followers on Instagram, and most recently we had the cop from Stranger Things, David Harbour. He did a thing, and we woke up to 4,500 extra people, and all these stories of people getting checks that never would have before. So it's been an amazing journey, but this year we want to give it a solid push, and I'd love to get this thing off my face.
I could imagine. 9 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Now, look, we've got another bit of the video to show as well, because I sort of love the direction that it's taking Beard Season. So we'll have a listen, we'll come back and have a chat.
Beard Season's dream for 2019 is to raise enough funds to kickstart the world's first national skin check program, a targeted initiative to provide free educational screenings to those most at risk. But to do it properly, we want to go big. The idea is to turn one of Australia's most famous photographs into an inflatable skin check clinic.
Jimmy, how is this going to happen? Run me through it.
Well, we've got the people to build it. I'd love it to be made out of recycled ocean plastic and powered with a solar generator. But basically, we've been trialling this idea of the pop-up skin check clinic for the last 4 or 5 years, and it is so successful. Basically, we team up with some of Australia's most loved events around the country and target places where people are most at risk. And 10 to 15% of the people minimum, that walk in find something which could turn out to be deadly. So this is a big dream that we'd love to roll out over the next few years. And yeah, it's a great thing to have on the other side of shaving this thing off. And basically the big sunbaker would allow us to check 200 to 300 people a day. And every time we set it up, it'd just be an iconic thing that thousands more people will want to take a photo with and share to social media. And it could just be an incredible icon for Australia. So,
how often are you hearing stories of people, you know, not necessarily having a skin check or knowing much about it and going out and actually getting one?
Yeah, well, I'm just blown away by how many people have never had it before or never had the opportunity as well. I think it's something that a lot of people put off or think that they don't have time for or it's too expensive. So to be able to put this service with some of the best specialists in the country right there at the local footy game or, you know, it's just they can walk in, get it checked, they learn what to look for so they can find stuff on their friends and family. And the impact of that is just huge. And it's just incredible when you come back the next year to the same event and people walk up in tears saying that they found something which could have, you know, been the end of it. So it's good. As
an entertainment journalist, I need to ask you this. How did you get Hugo Weaving on board to Voices?
Well, I swear, like, Wes is up there just like orchestrating so much of this stuff. Like I didn't ever expect to meet Richard Branson, and that happened as well. But we wanted a voice for this incredible video that's launching this week, and they said, do you want a voiceover? And I immediately thought of Hugo Weaving. He's just got this incredible voice and a majestic beard.
So empowering.
And literally after we finished putting all our assets together, I walked into the local cafe and Hugo Weaving was right there with his partner who'd had a melanoma on her shoulder before. So when I was explaining the whole story, he said, I have to do this. So it's a massive honour that he's such an incredible, asset to Australia. And
you'll need to reach out to Hugh Jackman next. Remember, he posted the photo.
Yeah. So if Hugh, if you're watching, or anyone that knows Hugh, we'd love to get you on board. We know you don't have a beard at the moment, but it doesn't matter, and you're already doing amazing things with your awareness. But the more people that can get behind this, and I really want to have an open door with this idea. So if there's any companies or people that want to invest in this incredible thing for Australia, we'd love to have you on board, and now's the time. And
it's such an important cause.
Yeah, we'd love to be able to celebrate that moment where we can take this thing off.
Amazing. So. Well, best of luck to you. I will help to add to that cause, that's for sure.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time, Jimmy. Thank you.
Lovely.